Bronny can go in front of EST.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shadour.
Right, it's about to get
Dion already doing that. We all saw what we saw. You know what we saw.
That's elementary.
No.
That's all
like when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
You was up. You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm gonna keep it high level. This is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undisputed.
Oh, come on. And me playing, you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undisputed. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball. And I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show. Yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
I want to go rebound.
Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's something. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what? Big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Let's get
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it.
Blah. What's crackin'? Let me do some adjustments right here. Real time good. I like them borders to be even. Congruent, as they said. I remember when I learned that word congruent, I thought I was smart. I was like, oh, these fools ain't ready for me on Slauson. Shout out to everybody who woke up this Sunday morning blessed, first of all, because you're here and made the congregation say amen. Amen. I'll be going to church soon at 11 a.m., and I will be there even when the game is on. Coming home, we got my daughter's birthday today. Happy birthday to Araya, who is turning 7 years young today. So the biggest news of the day is Araya's birthday. So let's get into that right there. Look at my baby right there. That's my girl. Now, I have 3 daughters and maybe 4. This little doll looks just like her. It's crazy, right? You know me, I don't need no representation. I'm good by myself, but I love that my daughter does. She wanted a doll that looked just like her, and that is her. That is my baby girl, Araya. She's gigantic. Look at her feet. Golly. Look at them paws. That girl gonna be huge. And the reason I say that is because my mom and her look exactly alike. And y'all know I lost my mama in 2005, so it's crazy to see her alive still through her. That's my B bump. That's the one that could do 5 pull-ups already. Seriously, she could do pull-ups like 1. And then the other ones are like baby ones. But she could get 1. And I'm like amazed by her. Happy birthday, Araya Jane Wiley, who was born at 7:40 a.m. January 18th, 2019. Golly, so in 5 minutes, my baby was born. I'm about to cry. Okay, well, I'm also about to cry because I watched some football yesterday, and oh boy. I might have seen the worst call in NFL history, and that's rich coming from me since I played in the Music City Miracle. Yes, I played in it. That jersey right there, where's it? Right there. That jersey was in that game. Standing on the sidelines. I wasn't on kickoff then. At that time, coach had taken me off because I got flipped in Miami one time, almost died. Coach Wade Phillips was like, Marcellus, we need you for defense. We can't have you dying out there. It was crazy. Anyway, and I'm watching the play live and in person. And I mean, nobody got a better view than me. And I'm looking, and I remember when we kicked it off, it was Steve Christie, kicked it off, and we kicked it off to our right. And then when he got it, I think it was, it looked like Sam Gash may have got it. I don't know. Either Sam Gash, Lorenzo Neal. And then he kind of like trotted with it, but he's slow. So I'm like, all right, he's supposed to trot. And then he got it to like what, Wycheck? And then I was like, now Wycheck faster than that. And he didn't run really either. And then he turned. And I'm not lying, everybody except the ones on the field, because they were just lost and out of position. Everybody was like, oh! Like you couldn't do anything. Like in your nightmare when you know you got to run and that dude just walking, but he walking you down. You're like, ah! You keep falling. We were like, ah! And I forget who caught it. This is called like traumatic stress. This is really PTSD. I forget who caught it and ran the touchdown. I don't want to know. Don't even beat it up in the comments. Just let it be. And then he caught it. Dyson, that's his name. And the greatest part that no one knows is after that, they had a TV timeout because the referees were reviewing it. And it took like, you know how the Patriots stopped the game for the tuck rule? And you were like, yo, what's going on? It's like 30 minutes later, they still going over that because they like talking to the NFL. NFL was like, look, dog, DraftKings said y'all got to do this. Now I'm playing. They like, nah, FanDuel said it. Point being, they like, we got to figure this out. I remember the referees walked to the replay station, and then they put this black like net over themselves, like this tarp, and then they went under there. And then them Tennessee fans, no lie, that section that was right there by the replay station start getting packed. Fans were coming from the Concourse A, top of the stadium. They were all coming, and they were just yelling, you better do what's right for your boy. Talking to all white men, all the officials. You better do what's right for your boy. You know what's going to happen to you if you say the wrong thing. I mean, it was like medieval. And they were just going at it. And them officials were just going, they yelling at each other. They can't even hear each other. And then finally they come back out, and you know what they said. That was refuted by MIT and Harvard studies that said, to the naked eye, maybe you could think that. But if you really want to do the ballistics test, that was a damn forward pass. Oh, that hurt so bad. Well, that's been trumped by what we saw yesterday. But first, let's get into this, y'all. Come on. This is the NFL playoffs sick right now, okay? Sick. Just sick. So now we got 2 games today. We're not going to really preview them because I'd rather review them than preview them. But we know we got today. Oh, look at this. Seattle, we saw yesterday. We're going to review that. And we got Denver. We're going to review that. But we also got to see what's going to happen today with them Houston, Texans, and Patriots. And we're going to see what them Rams and Bears are going to do in that brick. That cold-ass weather out there in Chicago. Should have won some more games, huh, Rams? God dang it. Boy, nobody be tripping on the win-loss. As long as we qualify, as long as we get in, we get a chance to the dance, it's all good. Oh, is it? Now you got to play in 5-degree wind chill. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how good it is, Mr. Matthew Stafford Domer and Mr. Matthew Stafford SoFi Stadium with a little slot or a little piggy bank slot over there. Other than that, it's a dome. Woo! Woo! All right, let's get into it. We saw this, 33-30. That's close. That's one possession. That's a field goal. A field goal, homie. We went to OT. It's real. Okay, let's continue. We're not done. What's going on with you, Sean McDermott? You mad, huh? Tell me how mad.
I'm saying it because I'm standing up for Buffalo, damn it. I'm standing up for us. Because what went on is not how it should go down, in my estimation. That play, these guys spent 3 hours out there playing football. I
want to hear him curse one more time.
I'm saying it because I'm standing up for Buffalo, damn it.
That's a real Buffalo man right there. Orchard Park gang, you know I'm starting to build it up. What is he talking about? What you standing up for? Stand up. What you doing, huh? Oh, we got to explain something? What we got to explain? This is what they say is not a catch. This is how you do it. They saying, no, you didn't do it. Huh? Ref, please explain why Brandon Cook's catch was a Broncos interception instead. Okay. Well, here's the first attempt at it. Pool report from the Broncos and Bills. Question, what did you see on the pass to Brandon Cooks that was ruled an interception by Jaquan McMillian? Damn, his mama knew his last name was already McMillian and gonna name him Jaquan. Woo. Hood. The receiver has to complete the process of a catch. He was going to the ground as part of the process of the catch, and he lost possession of the ball when he hit the ground. Damn it. Everybody knows after Dez Bryant, you got to survive the ground. What they say, you got to survive the catch, you got to live through the catch, you got to survive the ground, all different ways of saying, your ass better hit this damn turf and still have that ball. The defender gained possession of it at that point. The defender is the one that completed the process of the catch. So the defender was awarded the ball. That sounds amazing in definition. That sounds amazing in assessment. That sounds amazing on this paper right here on this digital screen. Did the ball hit the ground? Nah. That was confirmed in the replay process, homie. The interception was confirmed. Oh, damn. Sound like they got us. Dead to rights. It's time to tell the truth. Did you drop the bottle of beer at 11:30? Yeah. It was 11:30. It was 11:30. Mm-hmm. You sure it was 11:30, right? Mm-hmm. So now, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of football, played a lot more. Tell me this. Oh! Now, one thing I know about life, you can frame something any way you want to. So be careful of still images, because life doesn't happen in still images. They connect and they never stop. It's forever process, right? But this damn still image, this dude is taking a nap, night. Brandon Cooks is asleep. And you got your hands on the ball. That doesn't mean it ain't a catch. But you got your hands on the ball, but you don't have the ball. He got the ball. Look at that position. This is actually textbook how they teach us to jump on a fumble. They don't tell you to jump on the fumble belly first. You die, first of all. Diaphragm. That ball hits your diaphragm. Not only are you out of breath, but that's the best part. The worst part is everyone else is going to jump on you while that ball is stuck in your diaphragm as an oblong object, and you really will die. So they always teach you to curl up. You got to grab the ball. You always see it. You grab the ball and turn if you're going to dive on it. If not, scoop and score. Dive on it, turn, and get into the cradle position. This is textbook. And hold on for dear life. Now, he didn't do that part, but hey, it's all good. Okay, I've seen a lot of football, played a lot more. Please tell me. That was before. Your knee is down. You got the ball. He just reaching. He just hoping. He just praying and delaying all so long. He wish he had the ball, but he ain't that strong. Cool J. Come on, man. I'm not done. Remember I told you that the world, life, is not in still images? Okay, let's connect these images, homie. Let's get this thing going. What the fuck? Why they always hating on Buffalo? For real, this is real. You know me, I don't call nothing. Balls is balls, strikes is strikes. I play for Buffalo, don't mean I'm going to say, oh, we did it. Why Buffalo? Why Buffalo? Why y'all always messing with Buffalo? We going to walk through this. Now, hopefully this doesn't shut down the stream, because I've heard if you go under 10 seconds with the NFL, that'd be nice. You might get 11 seconds if you're used to playing the NFL. We'll see. I ain't going to test it. If you're a Hall of Famer, you get a minute. Point is, I'm about to show y'all real quick. Real quick. I don't even want no sound. Maybe that'll help. Come on. Let's go. All right. So right here. Ooh, first of all, you jumped too soon, but it's okay. If he would have jumped late, we got to start over. We're going to have some fun today. God dang it, I'm mad at you. If he would have jumped a little later, first of all, right now, see, he's coming down. He's not going up still. Kids out there, jump when you're going to go up and get the ball. It ain't say jump to go down with the ball. Go up. Anyway, he still got the ball right now, right? Good. Good. All right. So far, whose ball? Brandon Cooks, Buffalo. Let's just say Buffalo. Y'all might not know everybody. Whew, I'm hot 100. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. You got, man, this shit. What can you say? What more can he do? Keep going. Oh, no. Not only does he have the ball when he hits the ground, he bounces. This sucker bounces and still got the ball. Watch this. Okay. Bop. Oh, that's sick. This is bad. This is really bad. I didn't think it was this bad. Watch this bounce. Ball. Buffalo, ball. Buffalo. Oh, now. Man, what? I've seen this happen 1,000 times. Bang, bang plays where the guys, the defenders are taught to fight through the whole catch, fight through the whole ball process. Right? So sometimes they come up and they go like this, and the ref immediately blows a whistle. Like, please, man, he already caught the ball and landed. You just took it away from him because he already caught it. It happens a lot in the end zone too, right? But once you cross that threshold, it's supposed to be your ball, your possession, your points. In this situation, just your ball. Oh, this hurts. I'm not even. And then you do that. Look, let me tell you something. Damage already done, dog. I already caught this ball, homie. You over here fighting after the fact. That don't count.
We're going to need you on this
yes,
one,
it does.
Yeah, this is
and look
really
at him.
Close.
I don't know what happened to you. Sure okay, stop it. You got to remember, every 10 seconds, make sure the stream is still going. Got to be more careful. So far, his right hand ain't even on the ball. I dare you to put his right hand on the Bible and say, did you catch this ball? He'd be like, yeah. Just blow up in church right there. Just. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, this is sick. This is whack. NFL. Wee. This ain't it. This is not it. Can't lie, that kind of made it look better for Denver. But he already bounced. But damn. I mean, good play. God, this is just one play. Look how violent football is. This looks like you got in a motorcycle accident in Germany. So look at this shit. The dude's flying in the air and all this is happening. It's crazy. This is crazy. And we get the picture. I don't want to get shut down. Beat it up in the comments. Was that a catch? Beat it up in the comments. Was that a catch? I think it was a catch. I can't lie. 1,001 times, that's a catch. Everywhere I've been, that's a catch. But don't trust me. I wasn't on the field. I want to trust somebody who was on the field. Was that a catch?
The interference at the end, was that a pure ticky-tack foul that they called?
I believe so. I thought that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. There's worse. This game actually was better after the game because of the catch or no catch. All the PIs. Now, brother. That's not PI. That's actually misdemeanor assault. You go to jail for this. If she don't know you, you done. If she work at Hooters and you always go there every lunch, you can't just pull this off one day. Talking about, oh man, we were real cool. You going to jail. Oh, that's just. You notice I ain't bring this up. Why are you bringing this up?
Interfere with the guy. When the ball got there, I swiped through.
No, you didn't. You need to watch this film. This is bad. This is bad. That's horrible. And you know why? He did it? This is the universal tell sign that you did something wrong. I ain't do nothing. I just called my son yesterday on his iPad again. He's on punishment right now. MJ's on punishment. So on punishment, he violates the punishment to try to sneak off. This sucker here goes in his room and closes his door. He's 10. They don't do that yet. That's 13-year-old, right? So I'm already like, strike one. Then I was like, MJ, I tried to give him a pass out. If he would have ran out the room, I would have been good. But no, he act like he don't hear me. You know why he don't hear me? Because he locked into that iPad. He like this. So then I start walking upstairs real gentle, waiting for some people to leave. I got another trick up my sleeve. I stepped with Pep to the back of the house, looked in, and the iPad was out. I saw him. So I'm like, God dang. So then he runs out the bathroom, try to meet me too late. And he tried to put it in the backpack all raggedy. I was like, MJ, were you on your iPad? I said, before you answer, remember, the cover-up is worse than the crime. So do you want to make this worse? Or are you going to tell the truth? Tell the truth. He looked at me, and this is actually a good step. He actually said the truth. He's like, yeah, I was on it. Finally, because just a few days ago, he lied again. So my son is getting better in his badass. Put it like this. He going to jail with you. You're going to jail too.
And fell on top of him.
No.
You know, I just think that.
No. That's all penalty. We ain't even going to waste our time on that. I want to get back to, was this a catch or not? Do I? I really do. I really do. Because I can't believe that was a catch. Does anybody else believe that was a catch? Somebody? Anybody? Whew. I got to read some of these comments. That's what I got to do because I just don't understand. Oh, this is funny. Boy, I'm looking at some of these things we got going. Oof. Let me read these comments first before I get into this. It's not. It's okay. It's not. It's not a catch. Yeah, right. Here we go. Allen haters in here, laugh my ass off. Definitely a catch. Yes, Tory 71. Who's number one today? Ace Money for life. What's up, baby? When his knee touched the ground, it was cuffed to his stomach. That was a catch, yo. You ain't telling me nothing new, Ace Money. I feel you, big dog. Who's number 2 today? I see number 3 is Mr. Thomas. He said, nope, not a catch. You crazy. You crazy. That's why you couldn't only write. You only wrote one word because you didn't have much to say. But nope. Yeah, it was a catch. Don't come at me like that. Painful. It's all right. Things like that happen. Things like that happen. All right. So now, I told you postgame was crazier than anything. You thought that was it. We thought the no catch was it. Then we thought the PIs, 50-some yards and penalties and overtime was it. Nah, there's more. Way more.
I love you guys so much I wanted to come back. Not good news. On the second to last play in overtime, Bo fractured a bone in his right ankle. He's scheduled to have surgery Tuesday of this week, which will put him out for the rest of the season. Steady's ready to go. And it was the second to last play before he threw the pass to Mims.
He hurt.
Birmingham is where he'll have the surgery with Dr. Waltrip. And I don't really think there's any other questions. You know, in other words, this is what it is. And we felt like it'd be best to just tell everyone now.
Damn, I love football. I just, look, I'm not rooting for anyone's downfall, ever. Anybody. I don't give a damn. No. I want to be better than some people. Absolutely. But I want you up. I'm rooting for your upfall just so I can surpass that. Some of you. Most of y'all don't care. But what I love is how you have to respond to no matter what comes your way. This is a life lesson. You got to respond to adversity. It makes great players. It makes names. It makes you legendary. Nick Foles, remember that? Remember when Carson Wentz went down? We were like, he was having an MVP year. Remember they came out here and played the Rams at the Coliseum when the Rams were still building SoFi? I said, damn. Carson Wentz out there eating in these games. I don't know if he got hurt that game, wasn't hurt that game. I just remember that year. I was like, God dang, Carson Wentz at it. He went down immediately. The faint of heart said, oh, it's over for Philly. Nick Foles said, hold my beer. This is a hold my beer moment for Mr. Stidham. For the Denver Broncos. See how much they believe in him. So, hey, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, what do they say? You're right.
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready. Like I said this at the beginning of the season, I feel like I've got a a 2 that's capable of starting for a handful of, number of teams. And I know he feels the same way. So, watch out. Watch. Just watch. Yeah.
Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, don't lie. He's making you believe. Like, all Stidham needs to do is come out there and start fast or start neutral. Don't start bad, because your teammates, I know Stidham believes because you believe in yourself. I know that coach believes in you because, one, he has no options. He has to believe in you, but two, he probably truly does believe in you. But if you start off bad, all those people who are waiting to see, which are called your teammates, they'll be like, damn. Because that's what doubt birds are. That's what momentum is. It's that consistent thought. Is it positive? Is it negative? Are you in the zone? Or are you like, dog, it's a wrap? Okay? Because you saw it yesterday in this game. Remember how this game started? And look how it ended. It ended with, like, Indiana was playing Alabama. Like, the defense didn't want to be on the field. Like, he was doing this every play. Oh, muscle hamster ass. He yoked. Walker's yoked. Oh, he yoked. He yoked. I ain't gonna lie, I played a lot of DN. When he coming around the corner, we have to have a negotiation. All the muscles coming at you. Dog, chill. He balled out. No, I said that wrong. They balled out. They scored 40-plus points, rushed for 150 more yards, had no turnovers, clean game, allowed no touchdowns, had fewer than 10 penalty yards. Discipline, play defense and offense. They're top 3 in offense and top 3 in defense. Seattle? Starbucks? Latte cappuccino? Scored a special teams touchdown as well. All 3 phases. We always hear that cliche. All 3 phases. They did it. No other team in NFL history has done all of that in one game. Regular season or playoffs. Round of applause for these damn Seattle Seahawks. Louder. Damn. Are you serious? Do we know who our Goliath is now in terms of Super Bowl championships? Wow, what happened in this game? Woo, y'all watch that game? I know you did. Did you feel this way?
How do you think Brock played? I think they only had a couple sacks, but he was running for his life a lot.
No one played perfect. No one played great today. No one coached great today. They got us pretty good. So, but I thought Brock made a number of plays out there. But on the second half, it got away from all of us.
How do you think Brock played?
Got away from all. Yeah, that second half was ugly. Blah blah blah. I mean, they look like Too Short was playing them. He was like, bitch. They got punked out.
Yeah, I know Sam with having the oblique stuff, but warm-ups are like that. But
yeah, so all y'all out there saying Sam Darnold, I don't know how they're gonna play. He got an oblique. Let me take y'all inside the NFL. Listen to this answer, right? This is gonna be the real answer about when you hear cats with injuries during the week. Look, if you hurt, he talking about this. If you're injured, you ain't even gonna play, so we ain't talking about you. But if you may play, but you may be hurt, okay, you ain't fooling me. Let's talk.
It takes a while for the Toradol to kick in, so we knew he'd be fine once kickoff came.
Toradol.
Which, that doesn't really have to do with pressure and stuff. That sometimes can affect how they throw, but usually when that Toradol kicks in, it doesn't. So Sam played really well today, but it was also just with the turnovers, the special teams touchdown, us getting stopped on 4th and 1 twice, which is the same as a turnover. That would actually, I think, be 5 if you count those. And it was a whole team deal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Blah, blah, blah. So are you guys familiar with Toradol, right? The pain medication that you hear about a lot in the NFL. Now, my wife is a certified registered nurse anesthetist. Trust me, I didn't know how to say that word when I met her. So guess what? She told me a little something about Toradol. And I was like, what is this Toradol? And we used to take it. And you could tell when I first got in the league, I never heard of it, never took it in college, never did anything with it. I was like, then I start noticing before the game started, I'm in Buffalo, right? We wore the white pants. And I would be looking in warm-ups. This is real story. And we stretching. I'm looking at my teammate. I'm like, your butt is bleeding. Why you bleeding? You too. Why your butt? They're like, oh, that's the shot, Toradol shot. So then you're trying to act like you one of the guys, but at the same time, you don't know what the hell he just said. So you like, you start playing, and then later you be like, what's Toradol? What was the blood on your butt about? It's like, oh, before the game, we get shots, just a general pain reliever. Just a general anti-inflammatory. That's what the players were saying, right? They don't know what the hell they're taking. And you do it so that the next 3 hours of your day, which is the football game, you don't feel a thing. I was like, really? And he was like, oh, you don't need it right now. You don't play enough. He ain't lying. I was on like kickoff team and then like that. He was like, field goal block. He was like, man, you don't need that shit. He said, but when you start, you're going to need it. I was like, no, I ain't. I'm good. I'm strong. I'm big. I'm young. I got muscles. Okay. I got to San Diego I started in Buffalo. I can't lie. When I started in Buffalo after Bruce Smith left, guess who was on Toradol? It's your boy. So let me tell you what it says. It says Toradol is the brand name for ketorolac, a powerful non-steroidal, how you say that? Non-steroidal. Okay, I learned. Anti-inflammatory drug used for short-term pain relief. It's used for severe pain where opioids might otherwise be prescribed. Hello? Your favorite player. Yeah, he out there. High as a motherfucker. He on that thing. Now imagine you on that thing and you look like this. Oh! Jesus. This dude jacked up on some Toradol? Hell yeah. But this ain't the context right now and what we're going to talk about. Let's just listen to him respectfully.
Right there against this Seahawks defense, you got to face them twice every year, and it seems like they have your number right now.
I mean, ain't gonna take shit. I mean, we ain't got, we down to all the best tight end in the world, right? It's a lot of things that we're up against, not just Seattle. So, I mean, yeah, we split the game. They won one. I mean, during the season, we came down here with a healthy team and we won. I think that's what we can be. Obviously, when you're playing with guys that you signing off practice squads, guys that's, you taking off the street. I mean, you got to temper your expectations a little bit, So.
You'll be 30.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let me go back to this Toradol because I see y'all in the comments. I hear you. Jamal is talking, the Ben C, Chris. You guys are like, yo, tell me a little bit about this Toradol. So Toradol, this is how the waves go. You go in there right before the game, and it's a line of cats. You sign up. I don't know what they do in protocol now. When I played, you just got to get in the line. You got to just tell somebody, hey, I'm next or whatever, or you got to be a stud or a vet. So when I was the man, I just walk in there. Move, man. My turn. Get my Toradol. Get it. It's real simple. Pull your pants down. You got your jock strap on. Cats don't wear cups. We don't wear cups in the NFL. That's some like Pop Warner stuff. So you got your jock strap out. So basically one cheek is exposed. He hits it with the alcohol swipe just to cleanse the area. Little button prick. Right there. It ain't a needle like that. No. It's like some little. That's it. And you don't feel anything. I can't lie, which is kind of the point. You ain't supposed to feel anything. You feel the needle prick, and that's it. Then you go out there, good. And all of a sudden, some grown-ass man looking like this punches you in the chest, and let's just say it doesn't hurt like you think it should. But the part about Toradol that no one talks about is this. When the game's over, you still feel good. Right? You don't feel like you went through a car crash 80 times like you really did. You don't. You feel good. So next thing you know, you at Dave & Buster's with the kids. Next thing you know, you at Sayal's restaurant, rest in peace to the late great. You just hanging. Then Monday, you wake up and you got to go to the facility, watch some film, and then jog around and do some calisthenics, all that kind of stuff. And you still don't feel it. You feel all right. But there's a thing in the NFL that they call Toradol Tuesdays. And this is the problem. I'm going to give it to y'all raw and real. Be ready. Toradol Tuesdays were first told to me by Jerome Bettis. Jerome Bettis told me one day he woke up and he couldn't move. And I was like, really? He's like, I couldn't move. I was like, what happened? He's like, just a game and couldn't move and stuff. And it was like, a Tuesday. And I was like, oh, so now I find myself knowing about Toradol Tuesdays. And Toradol Tuesdays is when the medicine wears off. Basically like 48 hours later. Now, back to life, back to reality, and you start to feel shit that you ain't felt ever. I ain't talking about the little rug burn you had on your elbow as soon as you hit the showers you felt and saw. Nah. I'm talking about, dog, did I sprain my shoulder? Dog, is my hamstring still attached? Right, like that. So then this is my worst moment. This is when my worst Toward All Tuesday. I don't know what game. I was in San Diego. And then one day I woke up. You know me, I wake up early. So I woke up early in the morning. And I was like, my mind said, move. Let's go to the bathroom. Couldn't go to the bathroom. Real spit. I went like this. Couldn't go to the bathroom. Couldn't go to the bathroom. And I was like, so I'm scared. Then I was like, no. Like I'm thinking I'm having a stroke. I'm thinking I'm having that sleep disorder when you're awake but you sleep and you're scared. And I was like, no. Because I had that before too. And I was like, no, it ain't this. I said, dog, you just sore as shit. So then I was like trying to rock. I ain't had nobody in the bed with me. I'm single. I said, what am I doing? So off night. I'm like, oh, I'm solo. I'm like, And then I got to really pee. So that night I went to bed. I had Cheetos and a Hawaiian Punch 2-liter next to me. Obviously I didn't finish it, but it was there. And I'm looking at my nightstand. I'm like, I could reach that bottle. Because I can't just pee up in the air. I was like, I'll get that bottle. Reach for the bottle. It's all like half full or whatever. Try to put the little man in there. Little man like, look, I know I'm little, but I ain't that little. So it worked. Hawaiian Punch mix. Y'all don't believe me? I could really trick y'all off right now. All I'm going to show y'all is this. I keep one handy. That's called Toward All Tuesdays. You feel it. So, you know, the NFL and all that kind of stuff, and the concussion and the medical lawsuits. I joined the medical lawsuit. I ain't joined the concussion one. I was like, man, I got knocked out all the time. That ain't y'all fault. But that medicine stuff, we could talk. Let's get into a little lighthearted, have some fun with this because people are clowning. They like, dog, how you going to go out there and make excuses while y'all lost? If we were full strength, every game, if we full strength and play our best, we going to win. So Trent Williams, people are like, yo, how y'all going to come out like this? No. Get him. All that for 2 field goals. Dog, that is hilarious. The craziest thing is you do that. Pep rallies, it starts in high school. We are number 1. We're going to beat St. Pius. We're going to win league. We're going to win state. You come back, y'all ain't win a game. I remember that happened my senior year. We were 0-10. But that pep rally we had before the year, we were going to win it all. Never forget, in your locker room, they doing the same thing you doing over there too. You all hyped up like, oh, my mystical, my Master P. Oh, what I'm playing gonna kill him. My NBA young boy better than theirs. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it's not. No, it's not. And then the second thing is they pray too. I love it when somebody think they pray are stronger than theirs. God, like, yeah, I hear you. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know what to do. And the highs and lows of football are amazing. Even better than that is that it all happens like that. Like that.
Simply that. I hate to keep it short, but we love you. You know, we're thankful for him.
He said he feels like he let you guys down. How do you react when your quarterback who's done so much for you says that to you guys?
He let us down.
Thanks, Dan.
You know, you work so hard. You know, personally, just so thankful to be a part of this. And I look back and like, man, what can I have done to be able to alleviate some of that pressure from him? You just love this game so much, and when you come up short like this, it's gonna sting for a long time, you know. There's no, next week. Just love it,
All in the same game, all in the same thing, all in a day's work. Isn't that crazy? You want to know what's crazier? Peep this. We should all know what was going to happen yesterday. Matter of fact, we should know what happens today. Lil Mama knows. Peep her. Panther. Did the Panthers win? I love you, Lil Mama. Look cute, too. That's a Charger fit, so you know I rock with you. She's 0 for 1. Packers. Okay, did the Packers win? I love you, girl. You're 0 for 2. Keep going. Jaguars. Oh, God, close. But you're 0 for 3. Eagles. I got it. Man, hard to lose that one. Damn, she lost. She went with the favorite in her head. Because they won last year, Daddy. Okay, she 0 for 4. I got that. She got the uniform on, so of course she going to pick that. 0 for 5, Mama. 0 for 5. Taylor. Oh, Jesus. Is this edited? 0 for 6. Come on, Mama. Broncos. Got. 0 for 7. Come on, you got this. No. Oh! Oh! You were. You had it. She changed clothes. She gonna get this one right. 49ers. This is beautiful. So now, since we know she's 0 for 8, she's going to predict whoever's going to lose these 2 games today. We're about to find out. Because whoever she picks, trust me, you're not winning. Oh, God, I don't even want to hit it. Who y'all think she going to pick? She looking over there. She's young, so I think she's going to go over here. They always start where they're not going to finish. They're indecisive. She's going to Texas. Oh, no, don't do it. Dang it. That means the Patriots going to win. No? Long? What's going to happen? She's 0 for 8. That means you're 0 for 9. Patriots, sorry. Texans got it. Patriots. Got it. Rams, Bears. What's she going to do? Oh, look at her face. She ain't feeling this one. She's not picking the winners, y'all. She's picking the losers. Oh, God. So, we're going to have a Rams. Dog, my CTE is really kicking in. I don't know what she just said. We got the Rams and who? Rams and Texans in the Super Bowl. I don't think the NFL want that. Something about the Houston Rams. I think they want Rams Patriots first. But go ahead, girl. I thought that was hilarious. All right, beat up in the comments on this show. We're going to do it. We're going to talk sports media, politics, and we're going to go different layers. We're going to go deeper than the surface. So, tell a friend, as they say. All right, let me beat it up in the comments before I get into some of these coaching hires real fast. And then we're going to get into some deeper topics, shall we? Rams, Bears. Yeah, I agree with you. Splifkin? No. Texans, Rams? I'm watching. It's the Super Bowl. Bad Bunny performing, But I can't wait to hear songs I don't understand, right? Because I love the beats. But at the same time, I don't think that's it. All right, let's get into this. Kevin Stefanski is now the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. Give him some love. Okay. Now he finally has a quarterback. Oh, that was a good one. No? Had to say that because my boy Blaze and his Shador love. Kevin Stefanski's first move as a Falcons head coach is looking like a home run. What is that? Basically, the Falcons are set to hire former Browns head coach as a new coach. Per the insiders, one of the top candidates on the board, Stefanski will likely keep defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich as well, a coveted pairing in Atlanta. So Atlanta, you got to be happy. I mean, look, he's a 2-time coach of the year. I don't know if he's better than Raheem Morris, but if you ask me to bet, I would say, yeah, he'd probably be a better coach for you guys. He's shown that he's done more in the league than Raheem Morris, even though that's not like a big gap. But he does have the accolades and a breath of fresh air, and also he's pissed at what happened in Cleveland. So you want that type of coach there. All right, let's go here. Perfect candidate emerges in the Raiders coaching search. Who could that be? I love when they always say perfect. When you want a John Harbaugh and you didn't get him, now you got the perfect candidate. Oh, maybe you do. According to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero, the Raiders have scheduled an interview with Mike McDaniel. Former Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel scheduled an interview with the Raiders on Monday. A fascinating candidate for Las Vegas, which owns the #1 pick and potentially the right to draft Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza. Whoa, be real. If we get the old Mike McDaniel back, you know, the old Kanye, the one who was like not South Beach version that had the shades and the slick in the hair, this guy, we get him back, calculator man. In Vegas? Oh, damn, but it's Vegas. Wow. This boy know how to pick him. He know how to go from Miami to Las Vegas. He's like, he told Miami, yeah, I need to go somewhere else. Slower tempo, you know, slower lifestyle, you know, chill. Vegas said, come here. He said, all right, I ain't recovered. I'm the same OG. Ain't nothing changed about me. And I want to point this out, too. This is like the little tidbits around the league. Y'all over there clowning Caleb Williams. Y'all clowning the man because he paints his fingernails. I get it. At the same time, you're like, but I'm in love with that man because look how he does in the third and fourth quarters. This dude is captain comeback. So you know what happens. You try to fight it, but now that's your guy. You're wearing an 18 jersey. He's influenced you. You're doing more than wearing a jersey. You're doing this. Those are dudes' feet. Those are dudes. Manicures. Pedicures. I don't know about that song. Manicures, pedicures. Oh, they painting them. Bears colors. Grown men with smoothies. They going all the way in. Metrosexual. Dun, 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 dun. I'm a metrosexual. Look at this. Look at this. Bear down. That's what you do. That's what you do. Blah, 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 blah. Only reason I wanted to bring that up is because I actually get my nails done a lot. And I've been doing it since I was in the league. I used to go with my mom all the time, so you know it's been a while because my mom been gone for a while, right? We used to go to there all the time. I'm getting my nails done. And let me tell you one thing. You don't need a pickup line when you're getting your nails done and you actually are a man, like masculine, or people just, I mean, I don't know how many girls used to just be throwing their panties at me and then land in the water. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, my God. He's so, like, sure of himself. And this is 20, 30 years ago, but at the same time, ain't nothing wrong with getting your nails done because if not, they look like this. You don't want that. That's ghetto. That ain't it. So, men, don't feel a certain way if you're getting your nails done. Now, I'm painting them. You're taking it to the edge, but go ahead. Do what you do. Do what you do. Okay? So beat it up in the comments if you get your nails done. If not, whatever. And if they trolling, so what? They still got their nails done, but they trolling. That's like saying, oh, I'm going to troll you because you do something I don't like, but you're going to do what they do that you don't like? That could take you a lot of places. What if it was Michael Sam? Oh, Michael Sam. I'm gonna troll Michael Sam. So he going to do what he does? Y'all catch that joke? Pretty good, huh? Let me see what my sound effects look like. Oh, no. Nope. Oh, that one. Yeah. That was a good joke, Michael Sam. All right, I got another one. I got some more sound effects. You want to hear one sound effect that would happen if you had to run into John Jones? We were talking about him yesterday, and Dana White doesn't know if he could trust him to be on the UFC White House card. But then he got called out by Alex Pereira, who I love, but I love John Jones the most. And John Jones had to respond to him. He said, hey, big dog, I don't know if you want these problems.
I beat a lot.
You got to remember that John Jones is a whole different animal. A whole different animal. I mean, is anybody ever going to be as great as him? Come on, be real.
I've beat a lot of legends from your country, my friend. I know you'd love to avenge the boys, but boy, would you be a good one to add to my list. Be careful what you wish for. Trauma.
He ain't lying, dog. One thing about John Jones, forget the skill level, and that's next level. That's next level. Come on. The whole family, all of them athletes, and rest in peace to his brother, right? So I know John Jones a little, right? So we're really familiar, like in terms of if I see him, we're going to break down and we're going to chop it up and we're going to hang. That kind of relationship, you know how it goes. So I love John Jones. Love him. Through the failures, through the issues, I know I'm with you, but I just love the dude because his mind. We've done interviews with him for hours at a time, Max Kellerman and I. And let me tell you, when you listen to him and really listen to him, he goes there. And then when I say there, that's why he's special. The talent is the talent. The skill is the skill. The will, how he taps into all his being. Remember when he broke his toe or something and he just kept fighting through it or something? Dude different. So just be careful, Alex. It sounds good to sell a fight. It sounds real good. Don't sell yourself. Selling no fight. Sold your soul. All right. Beat up in the comments. Let's get to this because now this is a fascinating one. NFL fans recall stars. NFL stars that peaked. And then you're like, yo, he going to be it. But then they faded. So let me start off with mine. Javon Kearse. I thought Javon Kearse was going to be a Hall of Famer, all that stuff. He was the sickest athlete I've ever seen at the NFL level. Crazy, right? Hands down to the ground, just crazy athletic. Ran a 4.3, 4.4, 240. I told you at the Pro Bowl we had to do a 10-yard get-off. Javon Kearse, me, John, Abraham, I think, Jason Taylor, I don't know. It's that kind of group. Said hut. Coach said hut. We were taking our first step. Javon Kearse was on his last step. He was almost done. We were like, this is the Pro Bowl. He's silly. All right, so fans start talking about players like Aldon Smith. They start talking about Todd Gurley. They start talking about Antonio Brown, who I think maybe doesn't qualify for this because he had his run. He had the best run of any receiver ever for 6 years, etc. Josh Gordon. Little fun right here. Let's go. Remember this? Oh, man. Every time I see Aldon Smith, I think of the same thing. I think how great he was. 28.5 sacks in his first 26 career games. 5 tonight. But then he got into all the like issues, trouble. Remember he was dating, who's Kaepernick's? Is she married to Kaepernick now? They're married now? Whatever, I forget her name. Beat up in the comments. But that was his girl first. And then Kaepernick was his teammate. And then Kaepernick got with his girl. I don't want to say took his girl. Got with his girl. And then obviously that wasn't smooth. And then issues came, DUIs and all that kind of stuff. 5.5 sacks in the game. God dang. Anyway, so they got a lot of Aldon Smith here. Keep going. Anybody else? Oh, Deshaun Watson. Interesting. We'll see if he can redeem himself right now. Deshaun Watson was a dude. Xavier Howard. Yep, that was a moment. Ezekiel Elliott had a moment. Ooh, Josh Gordon. Yeah, God dang. I know you got the Vaseline on, but still, Vaseline can only show what you got already. Who was that? Oh, I remember him. Who was that? Keyshawn Johnson's cousin. I saw him recently. Not too recent, but I saw him with Keyshawn not too long ago. We get the point. We get the picture. Who was that last one, just for Pete's sakes? Oh, my man that is real deep right now. I forgot his name. Running back. Foster. Arian Foster. Wow. So beat up in the comments who you got. Oh, people going here. Odell. Wow. Okay, interesting topic right there. Nothing need to go too deep. But we are going to go a little deeper on this topic because y'all know me. Call me a clutch. You call me I work for clutch if you won't. I just respect greatness.
In the NBA.
Watch this.
First time you've seen this. Both LeBron
Watch this. First time we've seen this. LeBron checks in the game. Guess who he check in with? His son. It's amazing if your son just goes to FedEx and you work at FedEx and you got your son at gig. You got him hooked up. 2 stable incomes coming in. We celebrate that. You go down to the pub and Chuck loves you. Man, that's so good that you got your boy up in there. You know how long that line is to get there, and you got your boy in there working with you too. Right down there at the pier. I respect that, man. But then we going to hate when it's the NBA. Okay, keep going.
Bronny entered the game at the exact same time.
That's got the crowd all amped up.
Only thing I don't like about these moments is like you got to play this role. This is you see why you got zombie eyes? People look, it's the same reason why when you first walk into the stadium and they got that camera in front of you and you know you put on this outfit that you picked out 4 days ago. You looking like you walking for Estee Lauder or something, and you walking in and then you act like you don't see the camera and you walking like this. You got zombie face. Man, look at the damn camera and be like, you like? Just be real, be normal. If your boy was sitting there talking to you, you wouldn't be like, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're looking at. You put all that time and effort in that damn outfit, flex. You put all this time and effort in the game and you check in for the first time in your life with your daddy. Somebody smile.
A lot of Laker fans, as you would expect. In the end.
That's sick, though. Give him credit. That's sick. What's sicker than that? I thought this was funny. First of all, somebody get LaMelo and take him out of Charlotte so I can see him more. I love that dude. He hilarious. Watch Bronny on this play. Watch Melo.
They come out after 4 days and play one of their best games, if not their best. Well,
Read these lips.
And there were a number of guys that set the tempo for them. Obviously,
What do you think he said? Damn, Bronny strong.
Games, if not their best. Well, they had one.
What'd he say?
And there were a number of guys that set the
I need more of that in my life. I went to a Clippers-Charlotte game, and boy, Melo hilarious. Melo is hilarious. I haven't talked to him in a year. Saw him in Vegas last year. But I would love to see him more. Love to see him more. Well, a lot of Laker fans would love to see more defense. Carmelo, can you help these Lakers? Because they allowed to blame the 41-year-old. Won't you move more? Won't you do more? And everybody else like, won't you just say what it is?
Let me just put a disclaimer out there. I was never considered a lockdown. Like, you get what I'm saying, P? I would never be a PJ Tucker, but I respected it, right? And I respected the craft and I respected the grind. What I did have was IQ of the game, being a smart defender. And I like to score. I love to score. I love to score. I love to score. Like, I want to paint that picture and give context to me as an individual. What Luka does is nowhere near that. Dallas did a great job of putting Luka in positions that hit him. And I don't like to use the word hit or hide, but they put him in a situation where they hit him, right, to where he don't have to be in the action. The Lakers, because of the way that they're played, their scheme and their strategies, you cannot hide Luka anymore because teams are headhunting now.
If you watch the Boston Finals, I've been on teams where that's our whole offensive scheme is going at one dude. If he guarding you, then you're in action. As a player, right, I think it got to come a time where it's like, yo, Luka's one of the best scorers in the league. We all know that. We all know, like, offensively, you know, creating shots for every, like, we know how great he is, bro. Mm-hmm. But if I'm his teammate, there's no way you're going to do what he do on offense and then think he'd be the greatest player ever lived. Like, come on, like, it's not real, right? So it's like, yo, listen, what I do need you to do, though, I need you to care about the other side as much as we care about this side, and helping me help you be able to get through these coverages and knowing coverages, knowing where you're sending people. We're going to put you on. They're going to put him on the corner man, right? He's going to guard me. He's going to guard the 4th, 5th option on the starting lineup. They're going to put him in those positions. But what I'm saying is, when you get in those situations, I need you to box out because you got on that other guy. Now, you on the guy that's going to work hard to get rebounds.
Run the margins.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I need you to do the little things to be able to get the stops, to put us in position to win, and not be in coverage and throw your hands up and, you know, all the mannerisms like you don't give a shit. Because now I feel away.
You know the difference, though? He's on the 4th, 5th guy on the court. Nowadays, the 3rd, 4th guy is getting to it, too. Yeah. So when they see Luka, eyes is big. The 4th guy now. And this is where the disconnect and not having real vets on your team. JJ wants to hold a motherfucker accountable, but he can't really hold his motherfucker accountable like that because he giving me 40. This is where guys like the UDs, you know, those guys in the locker room on the bench could really hold Luka. Who can hold Luka accountable over there on that Lakers bench other than LeBron? Nobody is barking on Luka, saying, yo, what the you doing?
Yeah.
Again, I go back to my own personal experience. Right? I played with teams in bigs in New York and Denver, and where it's like, yo, youngin, what the you doing? Like, yo, get over that screen. The Kmart's of the world. You held accountable for that, which made me think and be accountable to myself. Like, damn, I don't want to let these down. I got to want this as much as these want that too, because they're not as talented as me on the other end. There's no communication like that.
And that's the step,
anymore.
though.
Blah, blah, blah. A lot there, but we can center it and put it all together. Basically, we're talking athlete currency, and it's a little different than the social currency that you have at your job. I'm going to tell you why. Because at your job, you can easily just say someone is this powerful. Like, right? You can say the guy's in the mailroom, and then you'd be like, all right, well, I could treat him like he's in the mailroom. Even though that's not right, that's not ethical. We know what it is, though. Like, I ain't got to listen to everything you say. You're in the mailroom. Now, when you are the CEO, board, chairman of the board, etc., I don't have to listen to everything you say, too, but it certainly helps when I do. When we on the same page, life's better. Right? You get it. There's no contention there versus you in the mailroom, guy got a problem. But that's all through appointment. Yes, you earn your way up. Mailroom guys earned his way up to CEO before. And at the same time, sometimes daddy is about to die or daddy's bored. He wants to live his life before he dies, and he gives it to his son. He gives it to his daughter. Now they are the chairman of the board. You like, this fool ain't earned jack. Hell, but I got to listen to him. What? That's a little different currency than in athletics. Because coach can say all he want who's starting. Don't mean he lead me. He better not say nothing to me. You could be on the bench. I went to LSU. I was a 5-star that went to LSU. Now I'm on this bench right now because they paying you $27 million, and I'm on my rookie deal. And they trying to get all they can in ROI off of you. So you got the title, but trust me, you ain't got the power. I'm coming. I don't want to hear that shit. Tell me nothing. So I love the social currency of sports because it's a little different. Well, the Lakers is even different than that. Because LeBron was like, this the house that who built? Magic? Kobe? Shaq? Now LeBron? Kareem? I forgot Kareem, sorry. It's mine now. My house. And literally one day he came home. He's like, why the door already unlocked? Why the alarm off? Hello? Anybody here? Hey. Somebody painted N-word on his fence. Oh, come on. Y'all got to give me some of that. No? Damn, I hit the wrong button. Damn it. I'm like that girl picking teams. Oh, give me some. Yeah, thank you. That was a good joke. No, that wasn't good. Yeah, that was a good joke. I'm about to write on the pads. I don't know what I'm picking. That was a good-ass joke. Luka wrote N-word on the gate. Nobody's seen it, but he did it. He all up in his house. He's like, Luka, what you doing? He's like, you didn't hear? He's like, yeah, I heard, but I got to act like I ain't here. Bronny already tweeted it out, but I ain't supposed to act like I know. Rich told me not to say it because he's about to do a podcast about it. I'm on the roll right now. Thank you. I'm on the roll right now. He said, is that you? He said, what do you mean, is that me? You painted the N-word on my gate? He's like, no, I don't believe in that. I don't do that. That's you Americans caught up in race. I just want to tell you that I'm moving in. He's like, moving in? Why? I know you got traded, but why are you moving in? He's like, don't you know what this comes with? This is my house. LeBron like, motherfucker. What? He's like, hold on. I'll be right back. Went outside, called Rich. Hey, Rich, why? Rich like, hey, bro, it is, man. It is. I'll address it on my podcast. Don't you worry. Golly, you imagine if you LeBron? Dwayne Wade and LeBron, when Dwayne Wade invited LeBron to come and share his house and then become the man in the house and master bedroom, and Wade County became LeBron King James County and let him go, and they became the Heatles. That was all like, yo, all right, come on through. Let's do it. But it's another thing when they trade for a superstar. Now, if you're being real, he better than you right now because he's younger. It ain't about, is he greater? He's better. He's 16 years younger than you, bruh. So as great as you are, as good as you are, I could get 16 more reps out of this. No, man, please. And Luka ain't gonna age either. He don't jump. He got a ground game. Ground game lasts forever. Just like Phillip Rivers. I knew he was gonna play good. He don't go nowhere. The athletes are the ones that suffer. The fundamentalists, they play forever. So I love that. That's crazy. You imagine you walk home. Anybody here? And all you hear is snacks because Luka was fat when he got here. Just eating. Tearing his damn Cheetos up. Hawaiian punch like this, spilling barbecue sauce all in there. And then LeBron like, hey, dog, what you doing? What do you didn't hear? This is my house. Okay, but you ain't got to make it a mess then. If you here, we together. No, I never had barbecue sauce. I'm used to Worcestershire sauce. And this sauce is good. You know what's not good? When you're on a team and you don't communicate.
Father afterwards and said, hey, we got a special one in VJ. And you could tell just from his heart the way he was so competitive in the shooting drills they were doing.
I know y'all didn't know what y'all was seeing, so we're going to do it again. Watch this. Okay, look at this. That's bad spacing. Even on defense, spacing matters. Grab your guy. There's the guys, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to talk to you guys. Okay, this is Maxey, and this is, what is his name? Edgecombe? Beast, double beast. Okay, now watch this. This is called communication. Okay, so I'm going to take him, pick him up. Maxey's like, look, I'm about to go under. Under what? I don't know, but he's going under the imaginary screen. Okay, so he takes him. We in man of zone. I don't know. Okay, I'm chasing. You chasing. Nobody replacing. Okay, so smart offensive player. He's like, let me stop. I'm feeling pressure. You slouched. You sunk under. I don't know for what. I don't know what the play was. Maybe it was to let him shoot. He can't shoot. whatever. I know he could pass.
VJ.
Okay, here we go. Now, did you just wake up and realize you supposed to be over there, donut? Look at that. Come on, Rook. And Maxey already tapped out. He mad. Look at this.
Just from his heart, the way he was so
wet. Didn't even touch the net. Steph Curry plus. Didn't even net it. So then that turned into what? What did that turn into? You don't understand what I'm trying to tell you? You don't understand the words coming out of my mouth? Let me talk to you, big dog. So if you don't communicate on the court, we're going to communicate on the bench. Oh, absolutely. Well, absolutely. Hey, dog, let me tell you something. Hold on. When he coming up the court, right, and he going to go to the left, I know he went to the left, but you supposed to stop him. No. You supposed to be over there, and I come under here, and then we make him shoot. Remember that in pregame? We told him to make him shoot. He can't shoot. Yeah, I know that, but at the same time, you ain't even say nothing. I ain't got to say nothing because I was paying attention to pregame. Hey, you always saying you always want me to do what you do. All right, I'm going to do it then. I'm going to do it your way, not coach way, not our way, your way. Okay? What else you want me to do, homie? I can't do nothing else. I'm just squatting down low. You always want me tripping. I don't give a damn how much money you got. I don't care what you're doing. You're a rookie. You better listen. Something like that. It's crazy out here in these streets. It's crazy out here. You can't even be who you want to be no more. I'm beat up in the comments because y'all mad at Rich Paul for having a podcast. He gonna clap back. You think he gonna talk about Rich Paul? He ain't gonna say nothing back? Oh, you must be a fool. It's going down. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me see what y'all talking about. Love y'all. Maxey is like that. That's my man. You got to switch off. Yeah, for real. Nah, looks like money in Vegas wasn't born last night. I ain't talking to y'all. Let's talk about y'all. Y'all so late on this podcast. I love it too much. Catch up on the stream. All right, let's go. Oh, I got to get a joke in. Ooh, Max. Ooh, LA been good to you. Let's go.
I want to talk to you about basketball today. I know we have a lot of football. Educate me on this.
Wait.
I need to know.
Wait.
Yeah.
You're talking to me about basketball, Max. For this segment of us talking about basketball, I'm not an agent. Okay, because agents can't have podcasts. So I'm not an agent. This is Podcast Paul.
Podcast Paul, got it.
Okay, let's go.
Rich, as an agent, let me know. Okay, Podcast Paul.
Or you can, I'm just not
Podcast Paul, got it.
Yeah, Podcast Paul.
Yeah, I heard you.
I'm asking for some insight because of your job when you're not doing a podcast. You have certain access and insight to things.
My actual job.
Yeah.
It's the hate mail.
I saw some comments that said I'm a clutch client. That this is a LeBron propaganda show and I'm a clutch client. I'm not a clutch client.
Yeah, I just saw somebody else say that it was like everything. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not even, by the way, I'm not an agent on this show because agents aren't allowed to have podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So I am a media. What am I called? What would I be?
A pundit, a commentator. Commentator's a horrible word, but that's what it is.
But I have to be like a hybrid or something. I'm like a media executive, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just
front-facing media executive.
Just don't call me an agent for the hour of my day that I start my day on this show. Because this is like my third job. This is not like my first job. It's my third job.
Gotcha.
This is my happy place. Everyone gets to have their happy place, but me apparently. But that's okay.
Right.
I'm happy.
Do you feel very put upon? Do you feel persecuted?
I couldn't say what you just said if you said that fast. Put upon.
Put upon? Yeah. Or do you feel persecuted?
What?
Well, I'm saying
Max.
This is your happy place.
I'm from St. Clair.
Why is it your happy? I mean, me too. I have fun doing the show, but
just so you know.
Yeah. But I mean, because you don't have to be an agent for an hour.
Yeah, it's like I'm like an agent. Yeah. I don't have to be an agent for an hour.
Well, you get to be an agent until, because I know you work on the weekends. You don't stop working.
I don't stop working.
So you get to be an agent until like this time on Monday.
What day is it?
Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Blah. How y'all liking that show? I haven't watched the full episode yet, and I don't think I will because I don't watch any show, including mine, a full episode. But how's that show going? Just beat up in the comments, good, bad, ugly. I want to hear. More importantly, I love the clips. Like every other show that I love, I watch their clips. And it's funny because I always notice the same thing. Rich goes there, and people are mad he's going there. And he like, I can really go there, but I'm going there. I know I'm an agent, but stop trying to use that against me like I can't talk because I'm an agent, and I am going there. Meanwhile, Max doesn't have any of those things in terms of hindrance. He don't have anything to deal with. He could be whoever Max wants to be. And Max is really trying to go there. Like you can hear almost psychologically put up on and you persecuted. Like he like, forget these fools. We notice them, we feel them, but let's talk to them. And Rich is like talking at him. He like, no, let's talk to him. Bring him in here. Right? That's when you know you gangster. when you bring your enemies close and say, let's talk. And he like, nah, let's squabble. So anybody who ever want to catch a fade, I always laugh. I'm like, oh, you didn't get enough hugs when you were little. Oh, your daddy really wasn't home, huh? Because when you talking at somebody, when you want to just do something to somebody instead of do it with them, like I grew up and I remember this conversation we had. Because, you know, in LA in the 80s, oh man, everybody was getting shot. Drive-by Central. We go to Crenshaw. We was like, all right, we got about 2 hours. After that, we know somebody gonna get shot. Like you just on a time clock. You go to this high school game, the Crenshaw Dorsey game. If you win, I ain't go. But Westchester Manual Arts, Grape Streets and 60s, man, it's a problem. You got about an hour. You can't even watch the whole game. I'm coming in the middle of the first. I'm leaving in the middle of the third. Okay. And like clockwork, yeah, real spit. But we used to always have this conversation like, man, we can't go nowhere without somebody tripping. And then we used to say, man, it could be even crazier. We used to respect the essays, even though this is a weird respect, but I'm just saying, we were like, no, don't mess with the essays. Like it was black on black crime. We were like, all right, but the essays, they just walk up to you. Like they enemies would be right there. See, ours was like, rah, or we see you over there, I see you over there, and then all of a sudden, rah, random. Like they would just ride by. Essays, you just hear them, you see them, you be like, oh snap. Then you watch them, you like, are they cool? You squinting, you backing up though. We ain't got no camera phones. We ain't trying to capture this. We out. What they doing? You looking? Are they cool? They not? All of a sudden, shit. So what the conversation was, are you more gangster if you stab somebody than if you shoot them? Because shooting was like these cats was shooting people and then acting like they were real tough. And we were like, you were in a Honda Civic that you stole. And like, come on, man. Like what, you trying to impress me? Like, what are you doing? Versus, y'all know what I'm talking about. So that's how I look at Rich and Max. Like one of them just want to go, bah, 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 and one of them want to go, they really want to have that type of experience. It's a little different, right? All right, here's an experience that's different. Mike Tomlin leaving Pittsburgh. He didn't have a, oh man, I can't even say it. Let's just go through this because something ain't adding up. It's real spit. Beat it up in the comments. Let's go. Oh, I love this. Paul Thomas said Honda Civic, not gangster. Oh, okay, but a Hyundai is, huh? Y'all remember Boy in the Hood? What did he pick? The red Hyundai. Boy, them Civics were the high school cars. See, you don't know what you're talking about. You stereotypical. You think that only the gangster cars are the Cutlasses and the Regals. No, that's their fresh car. They broke, right? So the high school car, they go jack one of them. Nondescript. It's a gang of Honda Civics. Which one did it? I don't know. One of the million. You just told me you ain't from it, homie. Don't try to clown them Civics. Them Civics were them girls' cars. Then them boys would jack them for it and then use it in some dirt. They ain't using no Monte Carlo in no dirt. You need that for Crenshaw, dog.
So the news of Tomlin's decision broke 24 hours ago on this show. What more have you learned about why he stepped away?
Well, Christine, Art Rooney II said that he would let Mike Tomlin tell us more details about that decision, which, by the way, Mike, if you're watching and you want to do an interview, you know how to reach me. But Rooney did say that he believed this decision was family related and not football related. As we know, Mike Tomlin went 9 consecutive seasons without a postseason win. That's the longest in franchise history. I asked Art Rooney how he would characterize the Mike Tomlin era, understanding that, yes, Mike Tomlin won a Super Bowl in his second season. He went back a couple years later, but then had that postseason drought. And he said, yes, it was a winning era, but there was a lot of frustration from Mike, especially because of that lack of recent success. And he said he just simply couldn't explain it. Now, don't expect to see Mike Tomlin on a sideline, at least this year. Rooney said that Tomlin told him that he did not see himself coming back to coach, at least in the near future.
Okay, Brooke, we'll be waiting for that exclusive interview with you and Mike Tomlin. I know he likes to just yell your name out randomly, so hopefully he doesn't do it that way. So the Steelers' future is uncertain at coach and
Mike Tomlin there, 19 years. I haven't seen his exit press conference, and it's not just an exit press conference. Tell me if he had one. It's more than that, because it's not just about you leaving this year and we see you next season. This is about you're gone forever. We didn't see that. We didn't see Mike Tomlin crying and everybody talking about, oh, it's been an amazing time, like they all do. Okay. Maybe he didn't want that. We saw what he wrote. Okay. But then the owner says it's for family. So the owner's receiving this information. He's saying, this ain't football. This is for family, I think. Then the owner is like, all right, well, I still got him under contract. Like, you own his rights, but he's gone, which is the most peculiar part because it's like, Mike Tomlin, he didn't fire you, so you're not getting that $17 million this year. But at the same time, you quit, so you just said, I don't care about the $17 million. But if you're going to coach again, you could come back and coach there. But you know that ain't going to work. Because what if the other coach comes and does well or does okay? They're not going to just fire him, not the Rooneys, just for you. Man, this don't make no sense. You leave unceremoniously like that? Let's see if this adds any color to it.
2026 marks a new era of Steelers football. Mike Tomlin steps down as head coach after 19 years at the helm. Steelers team president Art Rooney II says the search to find Tomlin's replacement starts right now.
Well, it was his decision, and I will say that I wasn't shocked, but I wasn't expecting that conversation yesterday either. I think that in my mind and the discussion we had, it was probably more of a family-related decision than a football-related decision. We're going to be an open book in terms of who we look for and the list that we build. I think there are a lot of things that go into being a successful head coach. Number one, really, I think in my mind is leadership and really trusting that this person can stand up in front of your team day in and day out, hold their attention, and have them motivated to do what they do.
That was a man who's a professional and is looking out. He came to me. I wasn't shocked, but I wasn't expecting it. Doesn't seem like it's about a football. Hit Mike up. So unless you got Mike Tomlin's number, you may be on the outside looking in and you're like, man, something looking like it's different over there. Well, you need somebody to break that door down. Break it down, Jason. Let's hear it.
The Pittsburgh Steelers raises major questions. This guy's leaving without a press conference? This is a bizarre exit. Mike Tomlin's statement. That's ChatGPT. Someone wrote that for Mike Tomlin. He's got this emotional connection with his players. The Athletic did a expose about Tomlin's final meeting as Steelers head coach. TJ Watt, Aaron Rodgers fought back tears. In contrast with John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh put some thought into this and he actually wrote it. None of that in Mike Tomlin's statement. There's nothing personal. This is a red flag. If I'm ESPN and Fox, I'm trying to hire Tomlin. So there will be no authentic, real coverage. We don't want to speculate about anything. We don't want to talk about any of that. Mike Tomlin, he's a golden calf. It's not journalistically sound, and it's not inappropriate to point this out. You had a 19-year run for one of the greatest organizations of all time. Have a press conference. Give people a sincere thank you. Mike Tomlin's strange departure from the Pittsburgh Steelers raises major questions. This
blah blah blah. Yeah. I gotta be connected to what we do and the truth, right? So I'm just gonna tell you what I feel, and I could be wrong. But I have been hearing a lot of craziness about Mike Tomlin, and it's been a long time hearing it. And I don't give credence to craziness because I've heard craziness about me before. I always use the story of when my teammates woke me up at 2 a.m. one time talking about I need to let them in the club of the party that I was having. And I was like, dog, good luck with that because I'm in the bed at home. And they're like, no, everybody said you in there. Or the time where I got lied on, I'm next to the police and somebody was trying to say I was messing with them. And I'm like, I'm right here with the police. Police said, I hear you, ma'am. He right here, ma'am. You lying, ma'am. Oh, help me, Marcellus. And he like, what? You didn't expect the police to be outside, did you? So I've been in positions before, crazy ones, weird ones, where people just be lying. Real spit. It ain't nothing new. So I don't ever want to go there. It ain't gonna leave my lips first. But I will say right now, this one's almost happening in reverse. This is a J. Cole verse. This is a Nas verse. Like, this is happening in reverse. You can see where this don't make sense. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Then boom. Because you know what happened, like in Michigan when it happened, you're like, oh, they fired that coach that they kind of didn't want in the first place? Oh, that's all right. Whoa, what happened? This one, like, they starting to leak out stuff, and then you might be like, oh, that's why he stepped down. Feels that way. We'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, because, you know, Mike T is Mike T. But at the same time, beat up in the comments. Tell me what you're thinking, what you're feeling. I just want to be honest with you guys. Even though you know me, I protect, as they say, protect the guilty. I don't even know if that's the best way to say it. It's the way I say it. That means if somebody is doing something, I'm good, bad, or ugly, I'm only going to give you the good. The bad and the ugly, I could wait. And then I'll just review it. People are like, oh, you could have had it first. You could have went viral. Negro. Let me stop. I don't care about no viral. All right, I care about people. All right, here we go. You know what? I care about the WNBA as well. I got 3 daughters, 2 of them young and athletic. We'll see. But right now, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Here we go. Rebecca Lobo worried about the WNBA players are losing fan support in the CBA talks. When the deal's presented, that's over $1 million in max salary and revenue shares, called a slap in the face. Can y'all be smarter and use different words? Yeah, Lobo. She went there because it's crazy. They are messing around. They are not doing what they need to be doing right now. It's kind of like the wave. The wave is crashing. Unrivaled ain't it. I don't know what Plan B is or whatever they call that thing. Project B, Plan B. That was not on purpose. That would be hilarious if they named an alternate league for the women Plan B, if you got that type of humor. All right, I got this type of humor. Let's hear what she's talking about for real.
Which is a great segue to the CBA negotiation. Dun, 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 dun. We're just going to talk about it a little bit. Obviously still ongoing. We talked about that earlier in our pod today. You actually were quoted somewhere saying this is the first time you have zero fear around the league folding, right? Which I totally know what you mean. It's like in other negotiations, there was always not like it was actually going to fold, but it was like, hey, we got to figure this out. How are we going to do this? Kind of a vibe. All right, so from your perspective, what should be like,
she got the Jimmy Walker on. She flexing. I love it. And I'm going to read you a book before you go to bed. Soup. I love it.
The high priorities for this agreement?
It's been interesting to kind of see how it has all evolved. And one of the things that strikes me is like the deal that, as you read it, that the owners have on the table for the players. And, I'm not privy to all of the information, but like, it looks like a pretty amazing deal. And that, like, if the players took the deal that's on the table right now, they should feel great about it because it's huge salaries. It is a degree of revenue sharing. It's going to allow the owners to continue to invest in the product. I mean, having a practice facility, having all the things that Sue and I played and I played all those years without. Like, my New York Liberty team practiced at the Brearley Middle School on the Upper East Side on a court that was middle school size. Like, that's just what we did. I'm hopeful. It seems like the sides are farther apart than they should be, though, for this point in time. And I'm hopeful that they'll come together. I don't know that, from what I understand and the people that I've talked to, that the owners have that much more that they can give in terms of revenue share or in terms of max salary. So calm and cool and heads have always prevailed in these negotiations, and I'm hopeful that they do. One thing, I want for the players to get absolutely as much as they can get. I'm thrilled for them in the climate that we are with women's basketball right now. It's booming, and the players are the reason for that, or a big part of the reason for that. Some of the rhetoric I've heard from their side has been a little bit troublesome. Like when a deal is presented that's over $1 million max salary and revenue share, it's called a slap in the face. Like it's that just use different words, and I'm worried that the players might be getting to a point where they might be losing some of the support from the public. And I think that's been a big part of this all along. Like when we were at All-Star and the players put their, pay us what you owe us shirts on, it felt to me in that arena like the players had 100% support from WNBA fans. I'm doing a game early in the playoffs. This is before Nafisa has said anything. about the commissioner, and the video comes up in Vegas with Kathy talking, and there was like a minute straight of boos. This is before Nafisa's comments. Again, it felt like, wow, the players have 100% support of the fan base in the WNBA. And as these negotiations have gone on, it feels like some of that is waning, and I think some of it has just been some of the language and the verbiage and that sort of thing that we've heard from the Players Association. I think the players just need to be a little bit more careful with how they're articulating things, because if you're working whatever job, a max salary of 1.2 million, average salary of 500,000, if you don't think it's fair, that's fine, but don't call it a slap in the face. You know, I think that there's there.
You want to keep going? You got something more to say, Rebecca? I ain't gonna be disrespectful. Go ahead.
There are things that need to be done a little bit better when it comes to the language during these negotiations.
Okay, there you go. I'm sorry, ma'am. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, they're feeling themselves. Who hasn't been there? You're overinflating your value. It's the toughest thing to do, because when you're feeling yourself, you've lost contact with the world at large. You lost contact with your own reality. You're like, I'm feeling myself. And look, the beauty of feeling yourself is that's how you get way more, and sometimes way more than you should, but you get way more for sure. Like they stop right now and say, we signing this deal. This is way more. What's the max salary right now? 270,000, 40-something thousand, something in that world. Now they're going up to 1.2, way more. But then this is how you lose it. You be like, I want way more than I even deserve. What do I deserve? I don't know. They're losing reality. They're losing sight of that, because everybody done gassed them up because they don't hit 2.0, the 2.0. Wave first, 1997 when it first started, they had a wave. Then it cratered, and now they got another wave, and they feeling themselves. Them owners are like, look, we've been subsidizing y'all, giving y'all charity for 20, 30 years. We're going to give y'all a hell of a bump, but we're going to also absorb some of these losses and costs over these last 30 years. And y'all are too. It's like a divorce. Oh, you so pumped you're going to get half my money. I'm pumped too, because when I was married to you, you had all my money. I remember some dude told me that. He was like, dog, I was excited to get divorced. When we were together, she was spending 100% of my money. Now she's going to get half. These owners like, dog, we've been spending for y'all forever. Shoot, take some of this L. You can't take the upside without taking the downside. And it's 30 years of downside. Now it's a little upside. Balance it out. And she kept saying Nafisa's comments. And I remember breaking down that video. Oh, I hated that whole thing. When Nafisa came out, I was like, it's a wrap. First of all, you one of the executives at the rival league, which is called Unrivaled. How that doing this year? Told you. Year 2, not so good. But you over there recruiting and rooting, and your husband works there. Meanwhile, you going to talk bad about the WNBA where everyone else got to work except y'all 30 people that's in Unrivaled, 3-on-3. You're trying to make Ice Cube's 3-on-3 the NBA? That's how you sound. Man, look, I knew that was going to be bad. She calling the commissioner out, who ain't perfect, but damn it. Do you know what it entails? Yeah, because I got my own league. For 1 year. You over there soft recruiting and hating over here on the WNBA, and everybody else is like, yeah. Got their pitchforks out. Meanwhile, you got to go back to your job, and it ain't that Unrivaled. Now what you gonna do, ladies? Oops. Y'all got inflated. Y'all got gassed up. Stuck. You better take that deal. Try and bump it one more time. Say, look, this is our final offer. I get it. They at 1-2, and you know they can squeeze more in here. You can do this and that. I don't know the whole package, but I'll say this: it feels good to hear 1-5. Go 1-5. Everything else stays the same. Give us 1-5. Let's go. And then work on the next deal in success. But god dang, y'all went from 200,000 to 1-2, and y'all still set tripping. Don't let them owners be like, all right. This one thing I know. People don't miss you like you think. Oh, they're going to miss you, but they don't miss you like you think. So stop thinking like, oh, I can't be touched. Oh, you could be touched. I sadly remember how many times somebody done died. You done went to the funeral. You sitting there crying profusely. You got teardrops all on your suit. You go back to the repass, you at the crib, 2 hours later, you laughing a little. I know that's part of the grieving process. But trust me, if you guys die as a league, we're going to go through the grieving process, but shortly thereafter, we'll be laughing a little bit because something else going to take our attention. The world keeps spinning. You better keep winning. We be watching flag football, pickleball, and be like, oh, man, I'm glad they got this. The girl's way better in pickleball. The woman just signed, I forget her name. God, I know her so well, too. Just signed a Nike deal. Nike has their first athlete in pickleball. It's the #1 women's player. I forget her name right now. I'm the worst. Haven't been playing pickleball in a while because of my hip. Let's stay with these ladies. This lady right here, golly. She goes to, I forget her name. I'll look it up. She goes to UConn. My daughter went to UConn, ran track there. My daughter did. She plays basketball there. And listen to this story.
I had a really great talk with Coach about it, and he said some stuff, and I was like, wow. And it was kind of just like I've been here for 4 years, and
I'm going to stop you on that. And so, baller, obviously, UConn, 4 years, Lobo again. Gino working his magic. He like, look, you can go to WNBA if you want, but let me talk to you for a second. Let me let you know if you're getting right, if you're right. Okay? So let's hear it.
I forget the exact number he said. It was like 5. It was on one hand. That's all I know. And he said, I think your 4 years here, you played 5 games where you really played like to your full potential, like 5 AZ FUD, like this is who you are, basketball games here. And like that's not enough. You'd be doing yourself a disservice, whatever team the W a disservice, like they wouldn't know the player they're really getting. It's like you owe it to yourself to have a full season of playing AZ FUD basketball and reaching your full potential at UConn. And I agreed.
All right, let's start. There's 2 things that jump out. One, the fact that Gino was like, hey, you ain't ready because you ain't turned your engine fully on. So where you going? Now, I bet that conversation also was like, Gino was like, and they not going to get you right. If you're not already right there, they got their own issues. They're not going to get you right? So you're going to be that same player. That was smart. But 2, the femininity of her. She is gorgeous. More than that, she's a lady. And this is necessary for the WNBA to continue to grow. Because I just was talking to somebody whose daughter is a beast, nationally recognized beast in volleyball. And we talking, I was like, why volleyball over basketball? And he was like, man, I want her to stay a girl. And that's still a real thing. So we obviously know that they've changed, they altered a little. I'm not talking about your sexuality, please listen. Socially, I'm talking about like you ain't got to have a culture where people are saying, yo, you about to get battle tested. You come up in here. My sexuality's going to get battle tested? For what? So more ladies in the sport will mean more parents is like, let my daughter be a lady. Because in case you forgot, we like ladies. My Mercedes, hold 2 in the back, 4 in the back. I just like that. I thought that was fascinating. Okay? And the people were like, Gino is a manipulator. I was like, no, he's a coach. He know what it is. Okay. A couple more topics before we get into these politics. Y'all know us. Wemby, face of the NBA. Y'all like that? Y'all want Wemby to be W. He can't be W. Big ass. Wemby, they want you to be the face. Thank you. He like, just be yourself. I mean, like, you could put all these titles and accolades on him. I get to say yes or no to him, right? Yeah, well, I'm just going to be me. Simple as that. If I be me, I don't care what comes. That's what one thing about this world. This is a good life lesson, right? People always threaten you with what you got on top of who you are, right? I've been threatened and leveraged and, oh, my God, mediations and negotiations, and people just be like, if you don't, I'm going to say this and do this. Sometimes it's lies, sometimes it's the truth. And I'm like, I don't care. I got me. See, this is where my grandmother worked before y'all start working on me. You've been in a negotiation, somebody try to strip away. Oh, if you don't get this or you don't do that, then people going to think of you. I was like, dog, before they think about who I am, I'm going to think about who I am. And I'm going to know who that is. And I'm going to be in the mirror before I'm going to listen to the newspapers, listen to the articles. Come on. So don't let them do that to you, right? Only way they could do that to you is if you're focused in on what they're talking about, the titles, the accolades, the achievements. Just be happy. Just be you. Lock into yourself. Then they can't take away what they think they gave you. I'm like, take that shit. Nobody care, including your money. Dog, you ever been in the hospital room, somebody about to go? You think they care about their money? Think they care if their insurance cleared? They already in there. They probably care about that insurance. They ain't going to kick you out. But the point is, they might not admit you where they at. What about this? They asked Ant-Man something about the same thing. Face of the NBA, remember him? Remember this guy? He's like, man, I don't want that shit. Let's talk.
What is it about the Spurs or seeing Spurs on that opposing jersey? You know, you had the game winner earlier in the week against them. The night you had tonight, just wondering if there's something about playing against them.
I mean, they got Wemby. I mean, he's supposed to be the face of the league. So I always got to get up for that one.
So in that fourth quarter, when you're going off and then he starts matching, how much of that became...
I love it.
I don't love this camera. What is going on, media? I know we got new media, but what we doing here? This looks spooky. This is like, what was that movie? Scared? I don't know. What was that movie in the woods?
Loved it, yeah. I wish we could have just moved everybody out the way and just checked up and me versus him.
If that were to happen, who would get the better of that matchup?
Me. Yeah.
That's all I wanted to hear. Blah, blah, blah. Not before the confidence. Who would get each other? Who would win? Wemby versus Ant-Man one-on-one. Who you got? Beat up in the comments. How about Wemby versus this man one-on-one? Who you got?
I think right now, for Victor, he's out there. He's chasing the game. He wants to learn, and that's the mentality that you have to have. You got to keep on learning, and I think at one time he's going to be in his, like, how you say, final level, and then it's going to be a nightmare. And I hope when that is out of the league, retired, But also, I would love, because I'm a competitor, I love playing against the best. I would love to see that final stage and face that final stage before I'm too old, so I can see, because you want to have it in your resume. You want to play against the best. Like I can say I've played against Kobe, LeBron, KD, Steph, Jokic, Wemby, and a lot of other players that I'm not mentioning right now, which I don't remember. But you want to have it as your resume, a sign of respect. When I have 4 kids, I'll be able to sit down on the couch and watch the clips with them and say, like, I played against that guy. One time I dunked on him, one time I blocked him, but many other times he got me.
Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Hunter Ellis, for telling me it was the Blair Witch Project, that last camera crew. Okay, yeah. So Wemby's the face of the NBA. I didn't know that. All right. I take that. It's different because you know how big man don't sell shoes. It feels like big man ain't the face of the NBA. I like a guard, but, who could be the face of the NBA, the guard? Ant-Man said, hell no. Ja Morant didn't say hell no, but his actions did. We're going to talk about that coming up in a few minutes. We'll be out of here at about 9:30. Yep. We'll do our 2 hours, our normal. This is me. This cracks me up. Just watch this. This is me. Everybody trying to clown the Knicks right now. Jalen Brunson's not playing, so all these headlines, oh, look at the Knicks, they need to do something, all this. Watch all these retired players, how dusty and they – this is how we look. Damn, we used to be the ballers.
On a night where
look at it.
Over 50 Knick legends made an appearance all over the place, but the current Knicks unable to get the victory. They've now lost 3 in a row. Knicks now 2-8 in their last 10 games.
And the Clippers are what, like 12-2? Ooh.
And since that victory in Las Vegas against San Antonio, Knicks 7-10 over 17 games.
Yuck. I just like how JR got up and had to stomp his feet a few times to wake them legs up. Oh, man. Well, let's get into this real quick because there was some conversation about the coverage, and Shannon Sharp found himself once again caught up on this Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson conversation, but not because of who's better and all that, but how you cover them. You don't cover them the same. Let's go.
Josh Allen played worse than Lamar. Again, y'all just come to leave messages. Y'all didn't hear what Ocho and I said, that Josh Allen played bad, and this loss have to be pinned on him. But what you guys tried to do, y'all remember when Lamar Jackson won the MVP that year? And how many turnovers did he have against Tennessee? They were the number 1 seed. How many turnovers did he have? Y'all remember when he was the number 1 seed and Kansas City came there? How many turnovers did Lamar have? See, what you do is that you try to excuse every time Lamar plays bad, you blame somebody else. And then when Josh Allen plays bad and somebody else, you're like, oh, it's all Josh, it's all Josh. I have never ever heard you or anybody say this one's on Lamar. You blame Zay Flowers fumbling the ball. You blame Mark Andrews. But what about those turnovers Lamar had? Ocho and I laid it out. Ocho say, hey, this on Josh. 4 to 5 turnovers? Yes, I agree, Ocho. I agree. He had a golden opportunity. He was the best quarterback remaining in the AFC. He's the only quarterback that was remaining that had an MVP. And he gagged it.
Oh, pause. Here's the thing. I just find that I get a lot of clips where Shannon responds to the response to Shannon, but it doesn't seem like he's enjoying it. Like he's mad. Like he's mad people don't get him, or he's mad that his message is not being properly received. And typically it's this race element. But I will say this, just to make it where he's not as upset. Maybe he's not perturbed. This is just how he say it with conviction, I should say. Is that this is the flip of the coin when you go out there and you pander when you do race stuff. Like this is the flip of the coin. This is the opposite effect that happens when you go out there and you want to play the brother card. Shannon ain't Stephen A, but he has played it. And when you play that, this is how you gonna get played. That's it. So when you're not even, you get caught off guard or off balance. And it just sounds like emotionally, this is an off balance. You're talking to they. Who are they? Them. Who are that? I don't know what that is. Or if you're going to do that, smile. Maybe you don't want to smile.
He did. We said that. But y'all don't want to hear, because if we say something about Lamar, we stepping and fetching. We cooning. We tap dancing. Y'all don't want the truth.
Y'all don't want the truth. Y'all don't want the truth. Blah, blah, blah. First of all, there's no such thing as y'all. Like really, even though that's a word we all use. But when you're talking in retort, don't be careful of the absolutism. Be careful of the hyperbole, because then you can catch yourself never being happy. Because if you take 3 people and turn them into all of y'all, no wins. This same thing happens to him that happens to everybody. They go on their Twitter timeline, they looking at the comments, and there's 100 things that are complimentary, 100 things that flatter you, 100 things that praise you, and then there's about 5 that clown you, kill you, destroy you, whatever you want to call it. But the human brain leans into those 5 like they're all and forgets the 100. I have trained my brain to never be that guy. I am trying to offer that advice to anybody else. Please count those with you and not those against you. But you can still read them, but don't call them all. I said, man, Marcellus, you talk too long. You long-winded as hell. Marcellus, you never have a firm stance on anything. You always talk about both sides. Marcellus, what else I hear? You a sellout. You like Trump. You went to the White House twice. Marcellus, I ain't got too much. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. All right, that's fine. But that ain't all y'all. That ain't y'all. You know what I mean? Compliments I get. It's literally 95-5. I get 5% diss, 95 love. Simple as that. So to make Shannon laugh, let's look at Shannon. Let's laugh. I thought this was funny, but maybe Shannon won't. Well, let's smile, man. Come on, man. I wish I was famous enough to get an AI. I don't know if that song will be clear. I wish I was famous enough to get an AI. Do an AI and me doing something. What song is that? Is rap getting worse? I gotta hear J. Cole album, because boy, that sound like this is what I want to do. Go back to the locker room. I want locker room Shannon, all happy and clowning and got jokes. I don't want that dude mad. No, I don't. Let's get into these politics before I get into this. There's a great, fascinating story by Jaylen Brown. I may have to say that for tomorrow. And also a fascinating story about his police arrest that happened in Las Vegas with an athlete. Next level stuff. But did y'all believe, or can y'all believe this real quick before we get into the politics? This is the draft class. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. This is 2018. Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, Lamar Jackson in order. Those are the first rounders. Sam Darnold might be the one that goes to the Super Bowl first. Isn't that crazy? Over Lamar. 2-time MVP, could have been 3. Josh Rosen, I'm not trying to diss. Is he still in the league? I'm not certain. He may be a backup hiding somewhere. Josh Allen, we know, once again, upsetting loss, but disappointing loss is even better. Okay, what about this? Baker Mayfield, doing it, redeemed himself, balling out there in Tampa, but coming up short. Sam Darnold might be the dude. I said that when he came out of SC, because obviously he's USC, and I saw a lot of his games, and we covered him. I was like, he all right. He has won 14 games, 2 different places, back-to-back years. That's sick. That's sick. That is sick. You think that's coincidence? My son loved him because he met him last year at RX3, Aaron Rodgers' football tournament, and Sam Darnold gave him love. Like real, like not like, hey, kid, how you doing? But like going out his way and speaking to him and then going again and speaking to him and then remembering what they talked about and then followed up. Like he loves Sam Darnold. Isn't that crazy? Just one moment like that. Over all them hundreds of games we've seen, that did it for my son. Well, let's see if this does it for you because the U.S. is kind of weird. Let's hear this.
All the red states sent us their data to help figure out what that looked like. We found 200,000 dead people or people using dead people's social security numbers. We found 500,000 people getting more than 2 times what they should have, getting those benefits twice. We found some guy getting benefits in 5 states. And Maria, this is just the red states. I mean, the red states normally have a smaller program, tighter accountability and control. The blue states sued us, and so we're in another active litigation on that. They don't want California, New York, they don't want to turn their data over so that we can help them root out the fraud. And then the Minnesota piece, of course, which we've all been covering, is remarkable. Yeah. So we are in court. We're going to work really hard to make sure we're protecting the American taxpayer and the people who actually need these programs.
Y'all hear that? Federal judge blocks USDA from cutting Minnesota food stamp funding. That was the topic, and then they start going deeper into basically through agency, they're trying to get to the fraud. They're like, all right, don't put up any roadblocks. Make sure we can all do this in fair due process, but let's have some transparency here. And then once again, by political affiliation, more so, which is ideology, which is the mindset of these places, and I'm in one of them, I'm in California. Nah. We don't trust the feds, maybe they'll say. But we can work together. No. We don't trust the Republicans. We don't trust MAGA. We don't trust your agency. We don't trust Doge, wherever. Okay, well, we could be bipartisan. Nah. So then that makes you start to think, look, what do you have to hide? Now, we know there's fraud everywhere. If there's fraud in Minnesota, trust me, there's fraud in California. Put your money on it. Don't put too much because it's fraud. And we're not going to look. No. We're going to act like whoever is looking is the problem more so than what they're going to see. You catch this BS? Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to start my campaign right now. I don't know. I need a mantra. Silly. Makes no sense. People don't know what's going on. What's up? This is America. Protect ourselves. If there's fraud, that money can be returned. The money can be reinvested. It can be reallocated, whatever it may be. We don't just have to live through this rerun of, let's do it. This is the way it goes, status quo. These politicians, man. But then, I can't lie, I've seen some crusader politicians before. Andrew Yang comes to mind, Yang Gang. He's so smart, such a good guy, real one in real life. I love him to death. Doesn't stand a chance in these situations. There's some breaking news. Well, I shouldn't even say breaking. There's some underground news that may break about Andrew Yang. Hopefully that comes to fruition. But until then, you got to go against the machine. And the machine is going to crush you when you come with that real, that truth, when you come with that transparency. People forgot what it means to be an American. And then they want to dispute all things. Well, here's another perspective on what it is to be an American. Now, you know, we keep it gangster on this show.
I don't think they've gone far enough. Here's why. The left loves pretending that deportations is some new evil invention and ICE randomly popped up just to ruin everybody's day. But let's talk facts. Because facts is what makes liberals nervous. And I love to see them squirm.
Now, I'm not a fan of this type of rhetoric, as you know. Problem is, there's no content without either side pointing at each other. So I said, all right, I'll get in the middle with you. I put on mud. I'm a big fan of Westcott America, though. Westcott America. Yeah, I like him. Because he's gangster. But he gangster for his side, or he's gangster to point out what the other side is doing. I'm trying to get to a world where we stop with the sides and we realize the world is round, so there are no sides. But I got work to do. Point is, this is some of the content, and he going to expose it, and let's just return to it.
Barack Obama was literally called the deporter-in-chief. Over 5 million deportations. No mass outrage, no outcry, no meltdown from Hollywood. Bill Clinton had 12 million deportations. Nobody cared. In fact, they love the guy to this day. George W. Bush, 10 million deportations. Still quiet. The moment Trump comes along and says, hey, maybe this border should be an actual border.
That's interesting. 12.5 million deportations. I don't know about zero protests, but not like now. 10.3 million deportations. I don't know about that, but zero, but not like now. 5.2, not by now. 1.5, the fewest deportations, but the most protests. And I know what people like to say, and I'm not a supporter of this. Oh, it's not that they are deporting, it's how. That doesn't umbrella all this resistance. That doesn't umbrella and justify all of this protests and unrest. I understand that point, okay? But at the same time, you're kicking up a lot of dust for something that's much smaller than it's been done before. When I don't remember the dust getting kicked up before.
Sudden is tyranny. The difference is Trump didn't whisper about it, and he's never going to apologize for it. He just did what he had to do. No new entries, border secure, cartels interrupted, trafficking slowed down, and drugs intercepted. Sorry, Pablo, we don't want your drugs here. People still doing drugs. It's 2026, let it go. I guarantee everybody watching this video knows somebody that overdosed. That blood isn't on ISIS's hands. It's on them open border politicians. I hate to break it to you, but the Trump administration ain't out here negotiating with criminals. We ain't out here begging Julio and Chavez to stop sending their drugs. And we damn sure ain't finna apologize for protecting this country. We just out here laying the law. And for the first time ever, Americans finally putting their citizens first. So shout out to Trump. Border secure, promises kept, and the swamp is draining. If that makes you mad, good. That means it's working.
Powerful, whether you agree or not, blah, blah, blah. That's why we're here, because we need a safer space to disagree. Because, Lord, everywhere I turn, I got to go to one side. It's like, okay, I'm over here. To get your research, you got to do the research. And doing the research, you got to pull. And there's very few neutral sources out there, very few. So instead, let's just pull from all sides and just hear what they're talking about, as we shall. Beat it up in the comments, not too much about that. Let's leave on this one. I want to help the fellas out because, you know, a lot of times we talk about the life lessons and you raising your kids and the itty bitties and your relationships. And one of the things I used to do on Dan Levitar's show, I was called the Love Doctor. I used to come on his show once a week, and then 3 or 4 callers would call in with their love life. And I used to break it down and just tell them what I thought. And it caught fire. Everybody's like, oh my God, this is the best. I was like, I'm just telling you, advice is nothing but something you already know, but somebody else got to tell you. So that's advice. So I was like, I'm going to tell you what you already know. And that's all I would do. I thought this was fascinating, though, this one right here, because this helps a lot of men and women to understand that when you have issues, just make sure you know where to place the blame. Let's go.
When a woman cheats, she doesn't feel guilty. She gets angry at the man she betrayed. And the craziest part? She'll rewrite the whole story to make you the villain. You want to know what's even more fucked up? She'll actually start believing that shit. She'll convince herself you pushed her to do it. That it's all your fault she crossed the line. Stage 1. Guilt, short-lived as hell. For a minute, yeah, she feels bad. Her heart races, she panics, maybe even cries. But that's not about hurting you. It's about getting fucking caught. Then her brain kicks in. I wasn't happy. He didn't care. We were basically over. Boom. Guilt gone. Now she's not the cheater. She's the victim. And you? You're the bad guy who made her feel unseen. Bullshit, right? But that's how her mind keeps her clean. Stage 2. Hate becomes her weapon. She has to hate you to sleep at night, because if she admits you were good to her, she'd have to face what she did. And she's not built for that. So she digs for your flaws, your temper, your silence, your job, your tone. She'll twist every little thing until she believes you deserve to be betrayed. That anger she's throwing around, it's not justice, it's survival. It's her way to keep fucking herself guilt-free. Stage 3.
Damn.
Straight up selfishness. At the end of the day, it's all about her comfort. Guilt feels heavy, so she dumps it on you. Responsibility feels ugly, so she rewrites the story. And honestly, she's not thinking about your pain. She's just doing whatever keeps her feeling okay. It's not love. It's not confusion. It's just emotional self-preservation, dressed up as finding herself. Don't fight her lies. Don't chase her closure. Don't try to fix what she already burned. Walk away calm, confident, and cold as fuck. Because the second you stop playing the villain in her story, her whole fake-ass narrative collapses. When a woman...
Wow. I thought that was amazing. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, woo, where were you when I was with my baby mama? I was like, this is some bullshit. Oh, man. Oh, there are too many gems in there to even go through. Like, the closure part was sick. Don't try and fight for her closure. Don't try and seek it. Like, just move on. Like, you ain't gonna figure this out. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna happen. I was like, dang, that's dope. I know I'm talking to a fella out there too who's been there before. Because, you know, it's a weird experience. If I had to generalize relationships, they start off like this. We all know growing up, the women have the upper hand, right? They get to date who they want to date. And typically they don't want to date their level. They want to date something aspirational. So, you know, the high school girl want the JUCO dude, or she want the college boyfriend. She'll take the high school sweetheart. She'll take that dude if he the man on campus. But typically, you know, the power play is the dude is the one who's losing out. He's not choosing. This is not mutual. This is just, come pick me. Come pick me. Right? So then that gives you actually, which is a blessing in disguise, time for you to grow and become someone who gets picked. But the problem is it also created some resentment and some clarity. You got your first dose of like, oh, they on some bullshit. Because they ain't picked me. I'm a good dude. I'll study. I'm going to be all right in sports. You just like the one that's already great. I'm coming. So whatever that may be with your brain or your body, you start working on yourself a little more because you ain't get picked. Or you ain't get picked where you wanted to get picked. That girl, Tiffany, didn't like you. All right. So it allowed you time to focus. Then you start working. Then you become that dude. Then you become that guy. And then all of a sudden, that level, or even that same person, but certainly that level starts coming and be like, pick me, pick me. You be like, oh, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. So now you got a little resentment and a lot of clarity. And now, you know, but then you also be like, it is what it is, you know, let bygones be bygones. Men don't hold grudges like that. Women do more typically. So we just move on. Next thing you know, you fall in love with that person. But you forget that person was groomed, socialized to be picking. So then you got picked, even though you thought you did the picking. And then you go. And I'm talking really like now I'm into successful relationships. Like, you know, people got money or people like athletes. I'm talking to athlete experience. And then next thing you know, soon as y'all get to a certain good groove and everything, you remember that contract y'all signed that can turn this into business. And they want everything to work their way. If not, the business is not working. So then you see a lot of divorces. That's why the divorce rate is what, 50%, if not higher, especially with super successful people. Then next thing you know, you're like, whoa, wow. I picked love. I ain't get picked for love. Because listen to this business. This is crazy. And then the worst part is not even that, because the money ain't nothing, right? Y'all were spending the money 100% together. If they want to leave you, go ahead, take 50%. That's better than 100% with me. Right? I'm married to you. I'm spending 100% of my money. Without you, it's only 50%. Go ahead. It's the mind damage that they did. They took that little dude that just wanted to get picked, just wanted to play tetherball with you. Now that dude is now on the defense. And when you get 100 on the defense, good luck to you. So now all of a sudden you see these passport bros everywhere and divorce rate higher, marriage rate lower. We're losing it. It's weird. Man, it's crazy. And the cycle continues and you create even more affected kids who are going to be growing up in these fractured homes, not a nuclear family. And then they're going to be like, what's going on? Ain't nothing but thoughts on the internet, nothing but thirsty dudes on the internet. Your daughter in trouble because she's scrolling up seeing a six-pack thinking he fresh. Your son in trouble because he sees something he ain't never seen before. I ain't never seen curves like that, mama. They ain't even real. He don't know. And then when he does find out they real, he think the fake is real. He find out they fake, he think the fake is real. Because that's all he sees. Or he doesn't always see that. But when he sees real now, it doesn't look as good as fake. Because fake got the apps. Fake got the makeup app. It got the body contortion app. And they got that social IQ that I can feel it, I can see it. And they also get that bump in cachet and Q rating. You can't walk on campus and just be, hey, how you doing? People are like, nah. She popping over there. You know how many followers she got? Look at her. Already getting her lip injected. She's 16 with lip injections. Oh, my God. Oh. We're going to talk through life on this, politics, sports, everything. Because I got itty bitties and it's coming. I can see it. I need to protect them. Maybe I should wear a suit with a karate belt to protect them. That's my dog, Nate Burleson. Oh, they said, what did he say he had on? My wife nailed it. It's a cross between a robe, a smoking jacket, and a karate gi. Karate gi. The gi or G. Those some fresh-ass shoes. He pulled that off. Nate always stay fresh. I like Nate a lot. Nate kills it. Okay, this is the last one. A little joke, and then let's get up out of here. All right. For all y'all road ragers out there, you better watch yourself. Y'all always find yourselves in this position. Y'all think y'all slick when y'all passing me by. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if that song cleared. Look at it. You ever been at the red light with the dude that you try to clown? Look at him in the background. You know it's coming. This is so good. I cried when I saw this. Oh, come on, man. Be careful. Okay, unless you know how this movie gonna end, don't start filming. That's another line. That's a good one. That's another Wileyism. Somebody write that down. Movie filming. You don't know how this movie gonna end, don't start filming. Oh, I like that. I'm sorry, I gotta do it. If you don't know how, that's a bar. Don't know how this movie gonna end, don't start filming. Because boy, unfortunately, how this movie gonna end, don't start filming. I've seen it go left, as you have as well. And boy, when it goes left, you wish you never, ever. I told you the one video I saw, I ain't gonna ever put that on this show, but I saw this one video. This one girl was walking to her car at a gas station, and she was getting in her car, and I don't know what she had argued before with this lady or whatever, but the other lady saw her, grabbed some like fire extinguisher or something, and threw it through the girl's window while she was at the gas station. She in her car, and she just not, you don't even hear anything from the girl. The girl's in her car, somebody runs up, another girl throws it in there, and then it was like, what you gonna do? What's up? Come on out here. And I'm not lying. The camera pans, all you saw was this. Bah, 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 bah. Into that video. You don't know the end of the movie? Don't start filming. Don't start filming. Happy birthday to Sugar Free.
Let the music blow on through the channels in your brain. It's
his birthday today.
Brings a nigga to his feet. Sunshine, blue skies, chronic and hoes on the street. Tiptoe to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, looked in the mirror, seen that G. Then he merged up the duck to a pancake foe, so I can go knock a hop like a pro. And I tiptoe and tap liquor store to buy some drink and zigzag for this thing. The very same wine, no begging for change. Getting
that's talent. That's talent. Happy birthday, Sugar Free. Saw him at a Clipper game the other day, man. Respect. Not long ago. Respect to him for all he do. Respect to my daughter who is 7 years young. Happy birthday, Uriah Jane Wiley. Thank you for being all of you and even some of my mama. Love her too much. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Let's watch these games and get fat. All right, y'all. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I think the birds.